Today we're going to be looking at the use of fractional exponents. As you can see, this is one of the state objectives, to simplify exponents using exponent rules. In the last few objectives, we discovered the rules for working with exponents. We saw that when we multiply monomials, we add those exponents. When we divide, we subtract those exponents. When we raise a monomial to a power, we end up multiplying the exponents. But what we've been dealing with are exponents as integers. But what if we deal with an exponent that's a rational number, that is a fraction? We know that 9 to the first power is 9, and 9 to the 0 power is 1. So what do you think 9 to the 1/2 power would equal? Well, we logically would figure it's somewhere in between 1 and 9, but let's use a little logic to figure out exactly what it's equal to. We know that 9 is the same as 3 squared. So I'm going to write 9 to the 1/2 power as 3 squared to the 1/2 power. Now, if we use our rules for raising a power to a power, 9 to the 1/2 is 3 squared to the 1/2. Remember that we multiply our inner exponent times our outer exponent. And 2 times 1/2 is 1, so this is 3 to the first power, or simply 3. So it looks like 9 to the 1/2 power is actually equal to 3. We also know that the square root of 9 is 3. So that leads us to the idea that 9 to the 1/2 power is the same thing or is equal to the square root of 9. For any number x, x to the 1/2 power will equal to the square root of x. So if I want to simplify 25 to the 1/2 power, I simply find the square root of 25, which is 5. Now, sometimes this gets a little more complicated because notice here I've got 9 to the 3/2 power. Well, we're going to have to think about the fact that 3/2 is really the same thing as 1/2 times 3. So I'm going to rewrite this as 9 to the 1/2 times 3 power. Now we notice that we could then make that 9 to the 1/2 power raised to the 3rd power. That way we're using our power of a power rule. But we just said 9 to the 1/2 power is the square root of 9. So we're going to take the square root of 9 and cube it. Well, that's simply equal to 3 cubed, or 27. What about 8 to the 1/3 power? Well, logically, we should be able to see that if 25 to the 1/2 power is the square root of 25, then 8 to the 1/3 power should be the cube root of 8. And we know that 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, so the cube root of 8 is equal to 2.